and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the September 19th meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. My name is Shelley Bueller, and I serve as chair of the commission alongside Commissioners Kevin Cook.
Good morning.
And Commissioner Bob Archer.
Good morning.
Good morning. Madam Clerk, the first item, please.
First item is under proclamations presentations. Number 1, update on Vallejo Healthcare, Inc., Bill Persinger, CEO.
Madam Chairman, Commissioners Archer and Cook, thank you for the time this morning. I do want to note that Dick Klein, one of our governing board members, is here this morning and is also available for questions should you have them. We do appreciate the opportunity to, and short answers, I promise, because I know how brief this is this morning. We'll get through the report pretty quickly, but we will stand for questions, any and all that you may have, for as much time as you may need. First order of business this morning is not really a quarterly report because it's not, you know, we're not October yet, but I wanted to get in here. It's been about 3 months, and it was a good time to come in and deliver some news to you. We wanted our main purpose in being here this morning to say thank you and want to let you know how much the funding increase for next year means to us and our other 2 partners, Family Service and Guidance Center and Breakthrough House. It couldn't have come at a better time. I know it was a stretch. We want to thank the board and staff and taxpayers of Shawnee County for supporting public mental health. I'll just jump in here real quickly and note that the 4% cut in Medicaid took effect July 1. It is in full effect. If our clothes are a little tattered, we look a little beat up, it's going to cost us over $500,000 loss in a year's time. We're hoping that some energy will develop in January at the state level to reverse that. And I also want to let you know it's hitting our partners pretty hard as well. And that's just one of about 10 or 11 public policy decisions that I've briefed you on in the past few months and have kept the press and the board and staff apprised of that as well. Our austerity plan's working pretty well. You know, starting back in about February or March, we began looking extra hard. We looked hard from day one on how we could gain some efficiencies and some new revenues. We started looking pretty hard, though, in the late winter, early spring about how we could save some money and also maybe generate some new revenues. And I think over about a 15-month period, we're going to be able to shave about $1.3 million off our expenses. We've already begun to do that. Most of that's in personnel savings, and provided you with a brief picture of our financial report for the period ending August 31. And we do show a little bump in revenue for the year-to-date August 31, about $50,000 and change. That's quite a gain from July 31, where we're showing minus 82 for the year-to-date. So we've come back some. August tends to be a strong month. We look for November and December with illness and holidays and all that, bad weathers to kind of be a rough month on productivity since we are pretty much fee-based these days. But take that good news where you can get it. We're ahead by $50,000, which is almost the cost of a day's operations for Vallejo. So we hang on to good news. We did have a reduction in force of 6 people, and we've hired one of those individuals back. Other than that, I wanted to give you a quick picture of our FTEs this year to date compared to last year to date. If you talk about full-time equivalent positions, 276 positions at this time, full-time equivalent. Last year, down to 257. Most through resignations and retirements, and somebody quits, and we go to somebody and say, can you take this on and do that? A lot of efficiency there. Reorganized and downsized a few management positions. If you look at actual human beings, 340 were employed there last year at this time, 312 now. So that has helped us reduce our cost, and at the same time really not cutting services. Downsizing some things here and there, reshaping and retooling, but just trying to adjust. I'm going to comment again on charitable care for the uninsured and underinsured. I want to make sure the public understands we're not going to say no to anybody. Everybody's welcome at Vallejo anytime, especially our 24/7 walk-in crisis services. But we are going to take a lesson from managed care. We've been under managed care now for Medicaid for about 4 years, and they've taught us some stuff and about looking at how long therapy lasts, what the scope of different services might be, and how to regulate those. And so we're going to do that to ourselves with some of our state dollars, with your dollars, with the out-of-pocket fees that people pay. But bottom line is, like I said last time we reported, we don't want anybody to think that Vallejo's not serve them, particularly if they're unemployed, maybe they're working part-time, they don't have health insurance. That's why we're there. We're not going to turn anybody away, but we are going to be asking some hard questions about how long people will engage with us, how many services they'll get, intensity, things like that, just in an effort to control cost. We are continuing discussions with Grace Med, us and Family Service and Guidance Center, about how we want to partner with them, provide public behavioral health care through that FQHC model. Those talks are going very well, and I'll defer to Dave and Alice and others to give you more details on that. But I'd be glad to stand for questions as well. We're going very well. There's a nice partnership there forming. Grant writing, fundraising, and other opportunities. We continue to work pretty hard to find grants in anything from, $5,000 grant for a specific project, right on up to nearly a couple $100,000, a recent state grant to get to younger people when they first have a psychiatric breakdown, if you will, or a psychiatric crisis called schizophrenia. If we get in there early and help people on the road to recovery. And so just a lot of nice things going on at Vallejo, and some hard times as well, but for now we're hanging on to the good news we have. And again, number 7 there will refer you to the statement of financial activities, the income statement for 8/31/16. Stand for questions.
Great, thank you, Bill.
Thanks, Shelley.
Questions, commissioners, or comments?
Just thank you for everything that you do, and also the jail treatment program is something that is very crucial in what we see in the community, as we have people that are transitioning from incarceration or trying to reduce the level of incarceration and crisis. And so anything that we can do to kind of help that along in transitioning from the Department of Corrections into everyday life.
Thank you, Kevin. We appreciate the opportunity to serve, and want to thank Director Cole and his staff, Tim and others, for helping to accommodate that program, make it work. And I think it's going to be a good, long, ongoing partnership. And we're sure to defer to the director for other comments about that. I might also say that we're trying to even work upstream from there. We've got 2 full-time co-responders on the street every day with the Peak Police Department, just visiting with people who appear to be, maybe they're having some difficulties in their life. You could say homeless or mentally ill, or just, people in transition, people who are looking like maybe at street corner level, looking like they have some difficulties. Drive up in a very non-threatening, supportive way, visit with those folks, and we hope to avoid arrests and homelessness and other kinds of crises. And the program's working very well. We've given you some updates on that in the past, but we'll try to keep you posted on that. But I call that working upstream. Hopefully people would never show up at the director's jail.
Yeah, exactly. Commissioner Archer?
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to remember, how long have you been on board now?
November 4. Well, actually got started, November 2nd. Had some things to do, but November 4, my first
I was
day.
thinking it had been less than a year, and I just wanted to say that with the difficult funding challenges that you've faced, I think your leadership has really shined, and I compliment you on that.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Okay.
We've got an awesome board and great staff. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
And Bill, again, thank you for the continued updates and for keeping mental health in the forefront of discussions in our community. So very much appreciated.
Than't you, Commissioners.
All right.
Appreciate it. Take
And
care.
thank you, Board Member Klein, for being here.
Tireless volunteer.
He is. Thank you again.
Item 3, consent agenda.
Are there questions on the consent agenda? There are 4 items.
I would move for approval of the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Cook, second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed, motion carries 3-0.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Madam Chair, this morning we have one voucher report dated September 16th, 2016. Total amount of vouchers, $1,065,254.95. Significant items on the report include the detention center, specifically for Horizon Health, of $161,000. Money going into the equipment fund of $310,000, and then solid waste recycling expenses of $213,000. I've reviewed the vouchers. My questions have been addressed, and I will make a motion to approve the vouchers.
Thank you. There is a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Cook. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed, motion carries 3-0.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move approval.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Archer. All in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Item B, County Counselor, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-264-2016 with Vallejo Behavioral Health Care, Inc. to provide mental health services to the residents of Shawnee County in 2017 with an allocation of $1,826,512.
Good morning, Commissioners. Rich Eckert, County Councilor. We are required by statute to provide mental health services to our county. The same series of statutes also allows us to contract that out to a third party. We have done that with Vallejo since even before I got here. And this contract is a continuation of that relationship, and it is a $200,000 increase from the 2016 contract. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to help you.
Thank you, Rich. Any questions from the commission?
Move to approve the contract.
It's a motion by Commissioner Archer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cook. Just check if there's anyone in the audience. It's okay. All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. Thank you.
Item C, Public Works Solid Waste, number 1, consider awarding bid for the I-70 Frontage Road North, Northwest Docking Road to Northwest Valencia Road project to Bettis Asphalt and Construction Company, Construction, Inc., in an amount of $298,136, and authorization and execution of contract 265-2016 for same.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tom Flanagan, Public Works. Bids were received on this project on September the 7th. We've received 2 bids, one from Bettis Asphalt and Construction Incorporated and Ham Incorporated. Bettis's bid was $290,136, and they were the lowest and best bid. We recommend approval of that contract.
Thank you, Tom. And question, we had done an alternate bid, I believe, for the South Frontage Road. If KDOT wanted to do that work at the same time, since that is their
Yes.
road,
Yes.
have we heard back from them?
We have not heard a word back from KDOT.
So the time frame that this is scheduled to take place for
We're
this work?
scheduled to start work October the 3rd. And Rich, myself, and the contractor met with I-70 Auto Auction last week. They were satisfied with what our approach to the project, so we're moving forward as soon as the contract's approved.
Commissioner Archer?
Quick question, Madam Chair. With a project in this significant amount of money, don't we usually get more than 2 bidders? What's going on in the community as far as bidding on projects for Shawnee County?
The Commissioner, not in this case, because we have basically 2 asphalt suppliers for Shawnee County, City of Topeka, Bettis, and Ham. It didn't surprise me. They were the only 2 that were interested in it.
Is that pretty much standard?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wish there was more competition, but I'll make a motion to approve the contract.
It's a motion to approve by Commissioner Archer,
Second.
second by Commissioner Cook. And again, the source of funding, can you clarify that?
We will pay for the project out of our funds, Public Works funds, Special Highway, and then we will submit for reimbursement from KDOT. We have an agreement with KDOT, it's agreement number 67-16, and they will reimburse us $231,500 upon completion of the project.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All those in favor say aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Item 5, Administrative Communications.
Anyone have any administrative communications this morning? Well, Tom, you might tell everybody that we were pouring concrete this morning, not you and I, but on the bridge at 5 a.m. They started doing some concrete work, correct?
Yes, correct. On Unit 3, which is the north end of the bridge, we're in the process right now of pouring concrete, about 700 cubic yards. It'll take until 2:30 this afternoon to finish that pour up. Things are going well. Mosquitoes ate me alive this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning out there, waiting for trucks to show. So,
Very good. Good deal. Thank you. Commissioners?
just a great event last week at the Third Thursday event. I thank you, Jeff, for everything you're doing and promoting the Expo Center and bringing people out to the Expo Center, all the partnerships he's gathering there. And Commissioner Bueller, I expected you to be out at Willard Bridge at 5 a.m. and directing the concrete trucks and making sure they're...
Yeah, let the professionals do their work. I'm not going to do that, yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yes, Roger.
That is exciting. My only thought, I'd like to congratulate City Manager Jim Colson for successfully kissing a skunk. And I understand that Brendan Wiley, the director of the zoo, arranged for the date, and it benefited Harvesters, which is the community food bank that provides food to the needy in our community, and I appreciate that effort. That's it, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Just a reminder that the Intergovernmental Cooperation Council, they start their meetings up again, 7:30 a.m. tomorrow at Washburn University. So I don't have anything else.
Item 6, executive session.
Is there a need? No need for executive session, so we are adjourned. Thank you.